The controversial diva, the story of Lita. And welcome back to my channel, and again guys, this is Mikeratto, and well, here we are with another wrestling topics, which today we're going to discuss Lita's WWE run, her career highlights, and many more, which she is actually controversial on her own right. Personal life and professional life mixing into a storyline. You know what I mean? That storyline in 2005. But before that, we're going to talk about before the 2005 events, her WWE run. So here we go. You may know her as a part of Team Extreme. Her, Jeff, and Matt Hardy. Which yeah, Matt Hardy and Lita were dating before. Which yeah, it is well known and on and off screen. Which they created huge storylines for these three. With before they had the storyline 2001, to which Hardy is better, which was actually culminated in a pay-per-view. Which yeah, there's also a 2-on-1 match between the Hardy boys and Lita being involved in the match to have the handicap match. And before she was in the Dream Extreme, she was with S.A. Rios, and then she was one of Godfather's managers. But yeah, she was involved with the Hardy Boys, and then she won the women's championship a lot of times, even main eventing Raw one time with Trish Stratus. So yeah, also that's one of the biggest feud in the women's division before. The Divas division or women's division, which yeah, Lita versus Trish Stratus, which these two actually feuded with a lot of times or different years. Yeah, these two, one of them turning heel or one of them turning face, even changing their roles. So yeah, these two actually became huge rivals. In 2003, Lita was injured, all of those, even having a storyline with Matt Hardy, calling her selfish, because Matt Hardy is on the verge of his V1 character, his heel character by that time. In another case of Matt Hardy being involved in Lita's storyline, this time, WWE actually took into a deeper storyline for them, while also with Kane being involved. Who is the father of Lita's baby? Is it Matt or is it Kane? Kane has been actually pursuing Lita, and that storyline in 2004 when Kane was actually unhinged, and he was actually defeated by The Undertaker at WrestleMania, defeated by Edge, and then he was in a storyline with Lita and Matt Hardy, which actually led to the Till Death Do Us Apart in 2004 match between Kane and Matt Hardy, with Kane winning, and then they had this wedding on Raw, which it was actually one of the times that the wedding celebration on the WWE wedding programs actually came. Yeah, they had the marriage continue. So in storyline, they're married. And then yeah, the father of Lita's baby was Kane. And then they had the storyline, which Lita is screwing Kane in a lot of occasions, even screwing him out of the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, because that's how she disliked Kane. But yeah, later on, the two had an agreement, which was actually evidence in fast forward in 2005. When Trish and Lita are actually feuding again, and actually Jin Snitsky being also involved, the baby storyline. So yeah, Matt Hardy by that point, he was not involved in the storyline. But later on, well, real life controversy actually affected the storyline, which actually, well, because of the massive heat, well, they turned Lita heel. How did this happen? Well, by 2005, Kane was acting as the babyface in the story. And well, in 2005, there's a massive heel opportunist who actually won the first Money in the Bank ladder match, and that is in the name of the rated R superstar, Edge. Well, him and Lita were actually dating at this time, and then while Matt Hardy actually aired his opinions, his grievances on the internet, which actually speculated a lot of things for the WWE fans by the time, for the WWE Universe, which, well, they're asking, is this a storyline or not, or is it true? Which, well, yeah, Matt Hardy was actually fired because of that. And then, well, yeah, they're actually pairing now Edge and Lita on screen, which they are actually gathering a lot of hate because of, well, their storyline as this couple, which, well, Lita actually betrayed Matt. People are actually screaming and shouting, "You screwed Matt," in a lot of occasions, which actually they made this into a storyline and actually having a ladder match out of it, with Matt losing the feud and then was actually, well, transferred again on SmackDown. But yeah, well, during that feud, well, it was one of the biggest time for the three of them, and yeah, it was actually huge by the time that real life controversy actually affected a storyline, which WWE actually, well, was known for, especially with the Montreal Screwjob before, and now this one. So, well, fast forward, while the two, well, they're on screen dating, well, it's actually getting to the point that Edge character, the rated R, well, he meant that he is actually the rated R superstar. So in an episode of Monday Night Raw in 2006, after Edge winning the WWE title, well, they made a huge segment, a celebration, which a lot of you, well, knew by that time. And yeah, that actually grew a lot of ratings, and Edge was actually claiming that he was actually one of the most viewed champions because of this, while Rick Florencino was actually involved with that segment. While when Edge is a WWE champion by that time, while he defended the title against Flair and Cena, but his first world title reign ended in few weeks. So yeah, after Edge's world title reign, while Edge and Lita feuded with Mick Foley, because while Mick Foley actually cost Edge a match for the WWE title, which this turned into a huge storyline that actually culminated at WrestleMania with that memorable match itself and the ending. You know, the spear through the flaming table, with Edge actually having no upper clothes on, and then, well, Mick Foley was actually having a lot of clothes. You know that spear? Yeah. And then, well, Edge was still, after that, is still contending for the WWE Championship, which later on, while he went to win the title against RVD and Cena in a triple threat match. Later on also, while Lita won her final women's championship. And well, during that time, well, WWE promoted them as, well, these champions in Monday Night Raw, which, well, later on, well, Lita actually dropped the title, and well, when she had her retirement match, well, she had this segment with Crime Time actually stealing her stuff and then selling it in the arena, selling those clothes, etc., on live television. And then, well, after that, well, she went into this appearances on Raw, and then yeah, that's her career. And then well, she made actually several appearances after that in the WWE. So thank you for watching. I hope you all like this. Like, comment down below, share, subscribe, and again, peace.